things happen regardless where you at, how successful, how much, you know, how used to it you are. It's just about finding your rhythm. Oh yeah. Hey y'all, welcome back to another video. As you can tell, this is a sit down, get ready with me Q&A video. So I asked y'all if y'all had any questions pertaining to a new small business or beginner stylist related questions. And I got some questions over here on YouTube, and I also got some questions on Instagram. However, this is going to be a two-part video, so this is part one. I'm answering the 5 questions here that I got on YouTube. It worked out perfectly. By the time I got done talking about all 5 things, I was done with my makeup, so it just worked out that way. And yeah, so y'all can see how I do my makeup, what products I like to use. Even though I did not mention them, I will link them below if you're interested. And yeah, I am in love with my new hair. I'm gonna keep saying it probably for the rest of the month. I just love my new hair. If you are interested in some questions that I answer pertaining to small businesses, new stylists, then of course keep watching. As you can tell by the title, I am doing my first beginner stylist small business Q&A. Get ready with me. Like I said, I cut my hair. Whole nother video. We're not gonna get into it too much, but absolutely love it. Y'all probably seen the video before this one of me actually cutting my hair. Right now, when I say absolutely love it, like immediately after I did it, the fact that I was like able to go to sleep and like just nothing was in the way. Nothing had to be pulled back. Nothing had to be pulled up. I just put my bonnet on and I went to sleep. Jesus, yes, amen. So yeah, so I wanted to do this quick, like I wanted to do this get ready with me Q&A. So I think I might have to do this in 2 parts. I'm not gonna hold you because I'm gonna start with YouTube. I asked YouTube and I asked Instagram what, you know, questions did they have pertaining to small business or just like beginning stylists. My first question here, how do you deal with requests outside of your provided services? I simply don't. I don't do it. The only way I might do something is if like I actually want to try something. I simply don't. I don't do it because I can only ensure and tell you, I can only ensure and be confident in the quality of service you're going to get based off something I know how to do. So if I don't know how to do it, if I've never done it before, it's kind of hard for me to try to like, you know, step outside of my comfort zone, especially if you're not like an OG client, like a client who's been to me for like years. And we just have like that type of relationship where I can tell you like, girl, I'll do it for you, but we gonna see how it's gonna turn out or how it's gonna work. Which I have a couple of clients, like we might do like a certain style that's not offered to like my entire booking site, but people who are not like my regular like OG client, and when I say OG, I'm talking people who've been coming to me since I was doing hair at my house, like it has followed me everywhere I've went. But I don't deal with it. I don't deal with it because then you get into trying to figure out how much you should charge for something you don't even know if you can do as well as you think. Like it's too much to play around with, and it's so many stylists. Find somebody who specializes in whatever that style is. I actually usually recommend like a stylist for them, like so I'll just be like, oh, I'm so sorry, you know, I don't offer that service, but here's a really great, you know, stylist who specializes in this particular service that you're looking to have done. and we redirect that completely. Next question, how do you go about maintaining your expenses for work? So the way I maintain my books, it's always evolving for me, because again, y'all, it's stuff that I'm still learning. I won't hold y'all. I won't try to be fake. I won't lie. It's still stuff that I'm learning pertaining to like business and business strategy. I like to do it based like on weekly. So normally I do have my hair in bulk. I order my hair in bulk. Now if I have to go to the beauty supply store for like braiding hair and stuff like for protective styles, I base it off weeks. So like depending on what I'm doing, I just kind of like average about how much hair I'll need, and that's how I budget in. Like, okay, that's how I budget in. Okay, this is what I'll need, this is how much I'll need. And for me, my booking is required that you pay basically a week prior. So all my clients that are coming in next week have already paid this Sunday. And that way too, it helps me better manage my money, idea of how much money I'm making weekly. Whereas if something happens and a client has to cancel, or a client can't come, or we have to reschedule, we just do that. Like, I'm kind of like, you know, people do expect to just like pay you when they come, which is totally understandable. But in 2022, you know, it's different ways and it's different methods people want to go about. And I actually took on that idea from another, like a master stylist who has been in the industry for, you know, years and years, and it has helped me tremendously. Like, I'm not even gonna hold you, it's helped me tremendously. It helped me get into this apartment. Rambling off topic, but anyway, so yeah, as far as like honestly outside of work, like I don't factor in like gas, even though that's something I'm gonna file. But as far as like work, I'm only considering my hair for the week, which I do weekly, my products, on average, I just know like normally how much I use per month. So like for Shine and Jam, because I do, you know, so many braids, I'm gonna normally get about 3 cans of Shine and Jam a month. And then as far as like my mousse, I normally like, I try to buy in bulk when I go to the beauty supply. I haven't found a vendor yet, or, you know, a legit like actual supplier where I'm comfortable with the quality of product they sell. And I'm just not putting anything just to say, you know, oh, I'm saving $1 here and there. It's not worth it to me at the end of the day, because like this is my, like, these my clients' heads. Like, I can't compromise their hair just for trying to, you know, save a couple dollars a month. I don't want to do that. But nonetheless, I normally just go based off of week. And then what I do is, as far as like shampoos, coloring product, combs and everything, I'm always picking up little stuff that I know, like combs, clips. I'm always gonna pick up that stuff like just randomly, because you can never have too many. But as far as like shampoos and everything, I get quite a bit of my shampoos that I really enjoy from Sally's, and I also go to Cosmoprof. I go to Cosmoprof, I would say maybe every 6 weeks, 6 to 7 weeks, because I'm getting the liters of shampoo. And along with the Cosmoprof shampoos, I'm going to Sally's once a month, like, because normally Sally's does a 4 for $20 or 2 for $12, and for like my protective styles, because I do offer a lot of protective styles, and that's what I do a lot of the time. I enjoy getting their shampoos for my natural hair clients that are normally getting protective styles, and they're really good, great benefits, and affordable. And it's something that I love too, because I can refer my clients to it, and I can always tell them like, hey, you know, even after you leave this appointment, go run over to Sally's and get you some shampoo. Right now it's 4 for $20. So even if I'm not seeing you, make sure to stay on this regimen, stay consistent with this. So that is just something that has been helping me as of recently. But I am honestly like looking into ways that I can even better help myself and just budget better, because it's nothing for me to just go in a hair store or go into like a beauty supply store or go into a beauty professional store, y'all, and spend almost $200, and I went in there for some foil. You know what I mean? Like, it's fun. It's kind of like going into a clothing store, a makeup store, or like, you know, a house store, and it's just something that you enjoy and you just love, so you want to indulge in it. That be me. That literally be me in the hair store. Like, I can't get enough. I can't get enough. They be coming out with like new tools, like new cup, like it's just fun. But anyway, so the next question, I would like to know your process of setting your business up, how you pay yourself from the business and taxes, specifically to getting started after cosmetology school. So I'm not gonna hold y'all. There was none of that. All my money was my money. All my money was my money. I got paid. And that's why I said this in the video, and I'm being transparent. I said this in the video that for me personally, it's like, this is like my lifestyle. My business is my lifestyle. I've always done it. I've always knew I wanted to do it. I always anticipated on doing what I'm doing. So when I started, I didn't know, like, oh, business credit, like, I knew about taxes because we talked about it a little bit in school, but especially starting out, no ma'am, because I was never making that much when I first started out, so that wasn't like a major concern for me. The best thing for me in the beginning regarding to taxes and paying yourself and making, like, you know, documenting your income, keep all receipts. And you could keep like an actual like physical book keeping system, or depending on what app or, you know, software you use, you can go in at the end of the year around tax season. Actually, they email you, like with my account now, like they email me. But you can go in and print out like Cash App. You can even go back and backtrack to like when you first started your Cash App, and they can tell you exactly how much you made per month, show you all the transactions. So when I went to file my taxes for the first time, that's exactly what I did. Again, because of the pandemic and like me just starting out, y'all, all my ducks were not in a row. So once tax season is over this season, I will do like an updated video as far as like things that I would recommend you doing, because I've only ever had one meeting consultation with a tax expert that I worked with, the tax expert that I worked with last year. So I can't even act like I can give you a whole bunch of knowledge on that, because honestly, it's something that I'm still learning right now. But I have an idea, a great idea on the couple key things though, key factors in the very beginning to just set yourself up. Open a business bank account. Try to get you some type of line of business. There's 1 card, 2 cards, whatever you can get, whether it be a business loan, but a business account, a line of business credit, and a bookkeeping system. So whether it be through, I don't recommend Cash App. That was just what I started with in the very beginning. QuickBooks, I know too, that you can actually go in and manually insert each receipt. Not manually, but you can go into QuickBooks and put in each receipt you have, and QuickBooks to do everything for you, all the bookkeeping for you. So of course, that would be something that I can share more with y'all after I file my taxes this year and everything, because I haven't done that yet. But those are just a couple of things to do, because the best way to really manage your money in the beginning is to be able to see your money, and see exactly like where the money is going and like how much you're actually making. Because in the beginning, a lot of times, like I'm sure y'all know, or maybe y'all don't, but stylist has, in the beginning, you are experiencing much more loss than profit, because you're not necessarily booked out, or you may be, let me not say you may be, but you're not, if you are a new stylist who is not necessarily booked out, you're spending more than you're making. There's just no way around it. So in turn, you don't normally have to pay taxes. Now, once you start making that money, girl, you gotta pay to play. I told my sister that the other day. Once you start making that money, you gotta pay to play. So that's why you wanna make sure in the beginning, just keep you a booking system. QuickBooks, 10 out of 10 recommend. A lot of stylists recommend it. So next question is, when starting a business, how do you keep everything aligned and not fall apart? Girl, prayer. What Keke Palmer say? God, baby, God. I don't think, oh, but for real, I don't think, y'all, for real though, honestly, I don't think there's a such thing as keeping it together, because things happen regardless where you at, how successful, how much, you know, how used to it you are. It's just about finding your rhythm, not not spreading yourself too thin. That is probably like the tip I can really give you if I'm really like just thinking, not spreading yourself too thin. And when I say that, I mean like literally not trying to do so much at once, especially just starting out. Less is always more. That's with everything in life, I believe. So when it comes to like starting a business, find what it is that you want to specialize in. Find like the niche area where you want to like actually grow and what you want to get good at. What is your goal? I always say like, what's your purpose? Like, and this is not to say like maybe hair is not your purpose and like beauty isn't your necessarily purpose, but it's something that you enjoy doing. I find my purpose in doing what I'm doing. Like, so for me, it's not like I'm not on no certain like timeline nobody set for me. This is literally a journey. So I know like I have accepted the fact that each year I'm gonna learn something more. Each year that I'm gonna know something that I didn't know the previous year. However, all of these years and every day that I get to wake up and do something for my business, I'm gonna always use the resources that are given to me and that are around me. Do not overwhelm yourself. Do not overwhelm yourself. Like, it is a process. It's a process. Everything is a process. So start off with short-term goals. And I'm gonna tell y'all a little story. So like when I wrote down like my short-term goals, to graduate cosmetology school was definitely one. I wanted to finish. I wanted to go get my license, and I wanted to start pursuing, you know, the salon life. However, y'all, I'm not gonna hold y'all. I did this. I knew what my short-term goals were, but then I was literally like asking myself, like, dang, what do I really see for myself though? Like, what? Now that I got the license, I'm licensed. Next caller. What do you want to do? You know what I mean? Like that was literally me to myself. Like, dang, okay, so what's the next goal? You've done this. Now what else do you want to do? So think where you see yourself. Write you out a map where you want to see yourself going. Like, okay, you want to finish school, you want to start your business, you want to, you know, specialize in protective styles, natural hair, okay, and you want to, you know, get so good at this one style, or maybe you want to be featured in, you know, some type of collaboration project, or I don't, you know, whatever your personal goals is. Okay, so boom, stay the course with just like your short-term goal to start with, and then focus on like, okay, what do I want to do next? And then as you're like kind of like growing in your business and learning in your business, you realize like, dang, I kind of want to take this here, and then you write you out some more goals and you say, this is what I want to accomplish. I mean, that's how you do it, but don't overwhelm yourself at all. I hope that helped, honestly, because again, I am a really like, it'll happen type of person, like, which is probably like good, but like it can be better. But don't overwhelm yourself. Don't overwhelm yourself in the beginning. The next question says, branding and marketing, my skills in this business is not my strong suit. What are some tips you can give us to improve our branding and marketing skills? This is something that my business could deeply benefit from. Thanks in advance. So, Okay, so I talked about this in How to Gain Clientele, and briefly spoke on how to market naturally or organically. I use the words organically and authentically and naturally, like, because at the end of the day, the best branding for your business, I think the best branding for your business in the beauty industry is just being yourself, being honest, being true, being transparent, and not based, like, how do I say this? Like, if you are in it for the quick money, the quick gain, just because you know it's good money that you can make, people will know eventually. Like, people will start to understand. Word of mouth is a thing. So over time, like, people gonna know. Best marketing strategy, along with being yourself and being honest, and just being like true to yourself, and you know, honestly, like, what type of customer are you? Like, what type of customer is your homegirls? Like, what type of audience do you even want to reach? Like, what type of customer base do you even want to reach? And that's kind of how you go about, like, approaching a situation. So make it more relatable towards, you know, the working women in corporate America, and relate to them. Be yourself and be honest, but relate to them and market towards them. And think of, you know, how that looks for a woman in corporate America, and what type of stylist that she's searching for, or you think she should be searching for. Set yourself up for that. As far as like college students, and you know, you can be fun, funky, you can be doing, you know, the trends, and you can be up on it as far as that, because you know, you want to appear to the younger crowd, and you know, that type of audience. As far as ways to market, is literally like, honestly, and knowledge. The more knowledge you share with people, the more knowledgeable you are, the more credible you are. The more passionate you are, the more credible you are. The more attentive you are, the more credible you are. The more you actually pay attention to detail, and just like the overall like health and just integrity of things within itself, regardless of the business, the integrity of it, the more credible you are. People love genuine businesses. People love genuine morals and standards and things that, regardless, because at the end of the day, people work hard for their coin. In 2022, people for sure working hard for their money. So they want to make sure, you know, it's going in a good place. People are very intentional now more than anything, whether the business is or not. The customers are so intentional. So that's the best marketing and branding skill that I could ever share to somebody. Don't try to like oversell yourself. I had a consultation, and she came in and she told me, you know, what she was looking for, and I was just like, you know, yeah. And I was showing her pictures of my work, and you know, I'm talking and and she's like, well, yeah, so you know, what would you recommend? And at the end of the day, I told sis, I'm like, girl, I could sit up here and act like I'm finna try to sell myself. I know what I offer at the end of the day, not in a bad way, but follow me. I know what I offer in the day, but what I'm not gonna do is try to oversell myself and tell you that I can do something that I'm not finna even try to do, because that's not what I offer. That's not how I specialize. That's not even how I style my clients' hair 9 times out of 10. Here's my work, and here's what I can promise that you'll get. However, I'm not finna even try to sell this to you, because first of all, it was also her first time. It was gonna be her first time trying the service, and it was for an event. So I'm like, I wouldn't even recommend at the end of the day for you to try something new like this if you are already on edge about it. And it's for an event, wouldn't recommend. Would not recommend. However, I will be here after your event when you're ready to actually try it, you know, see how you like it, and then boom. But if you come in with this vision and you say, you know, oh, I can get it with a sew-in, like I know I could get a sew-in, I recommend you getting that sew-in. Why are you trying to change the trajectory of things, and why are you trying to change the plan? Why you gotta change the service? If you know this is something that you can get with a sew-in, get the sew-in. After you take your sew-in out, come back and get your eye tips. Something simple as that. I'm gonna be honest with you, girl, because I don't, and then boom, because I was honest, or because I wasn't honest and I wasn't, you know, might have messed that up for you. Might have messed up that event. I don't know. I don't know, y'all. But that's gonna be the best tip for me personally that I can give you. Be honest. Have some integrity. Be knowledgeable. And share what you know. Be honest with your clientele though. Because like at the end of the day, like, you know, that's who supports us. Like our clients, they are the ones who supports us. They are the ones that, you know, keep us booked and busy. And we love that. But also, just remember to keep it a buck with them. We ain't got a lot to kick it. We ain't got a lot to kick it. That is all the questions I have for YouTube, which worked out because I was able to do all my makeup. I am about to do my lashes and then like wrap this video on up. I have some from Instagram, so that is going to be part 2 Q&A. I think the Instagram ones are a little bit more personal, if like, because I kind of took like a peek at the Instagram ones, and they seem to be a little bit more personal, as far as like the personal side of business, and like myself, as far as like what do I do for myself being a business owner. So that is going to be in the next video, but I'm about to do my lashes and then we're going to wrap this up and see like the finished outcome. Have it, y'all. The finished look. We're done. Thank y'all so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Like I said, there will be a part 2, which will be the questions I got over on Instagram. And I will see y'all in my next video. Hope y'all enjoyed this video. If so, leave me a thumbs up. Leave me a comment below if you got any more questions. I'm gonna try to do at least a Q&A video once a month. So any comments or questions that I get, whether it be under videos, whether it be on the community post or Instagram, I'm just gonna collectively take them all within a month and just film a video. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So I will see y'all in my next video.